Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable Mrs. Nikmatuniaya as Methodology Lecturer of Semarang State Polytechnic. In this occasion, I would like to present my final project proposal under the title Calculation of Production Cost Using the Process Costing Method at JV ABC 2021. But first of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Elsa Listiana from Accounting B class program. This presentation will be divided into 5 chapters. There are background, formulation of the problems, research objective and benefit, literature review, and the last research objective. First, we talk about the background. Why I choose this title is because the COVID-19 pandemic that has hit the world has an impact on the businesses world. Almost all companies in Indonesia experience the impact of the economic crisis. The decline in customer purchasing power is a threat to the survival of the company. Therefore, business people must rise and be able to adapt to rebuild their business. This must be accompanied by a determination to produce high-quality product with accuracy in determining the selling price. There needs to be a strategy to produce quality product at affordable price for customer, so that the produced product can be accepted by customer and can compete with other company, especially company engaged in some field. One of the factors that influence the determination of the company selling price is the calculation of the cost of production. An important element to assess the level of success of a company, both a trading company and a manufacturing company, is the cost of production. The importance of calculating the cost of production requires company to calculate the cost of production accurately and carefully, so that there are no errors that have a significant impact on the company. If the cost of production is calculated too high, the selling price will also be high, which will make it difficult to compete in the market. The accuracy in calculating the cost of production can also assist management in making decisions about the product, including selling price and other decisions that affect the continuity of the business being carried out. GVABC is a manufacturer company located on Kartini Street, Temanggung, Regency. The company's main activities is to produce various types of sauce, including sauce A, B, and C. In determining production costs, GVABC still uses a simple calculation that is calculated based on the cost of raw materials, direct labor costs, and factory overhead costs. However, the company includes the cost of auxiliary materials in the cost of raw materials, also does not include depreciation costs in factory overhead costs, because the company has not depreciation asset. So, the calculation of the cost of production is not accurate. Based on the background of the problem described above, the problems can be taken as follows. How is the cost of sauce calculated using the process costing method in November 2021? And how do you compare the result of the calculation of the cost of goods manufactured by GVABC using the process costing method with the calculation made by company in November 2021? And the next chapter is research objective and benefit. The purpose of the research is to calculate the cost of goods manufactured on GVABC using the process costing method in November 2021, and to compare the cost of goods manufactured in GVABC with the cost of goods manufactured using the process costing method in November 2021. This research is expected to provide benefit, provide recommendation for calculating the cost of goods manufactured in more detail, so that it can provide benefit for management in determining the cost of goods sold and management decision in taking strategic steps for the company going forward, and as a reference material for scientific paper or future research related to the calculation of the cost of production using the process costing method. And the last, ending insight in the field of accounting, especially cost accounting, in determining the cost of production using the process costing method, both in theory and in real terms, which is carried out on GVABC. Let's move to the literature review. In this chapter, we will discuss about definition of cost cost production, benefit of cost production cost element, cost collection method, and the last definition of cost of production report. Definition of cost according to the Journal 2011-13, cost is sacrifice of economic resource made to obtain goods or services that are expected to provide current or future benefit or benefits which are measured in terms of money. Definition cost of production according to Bastian and Nurlela 2013, definition of cost of production. The cost of production is a cost related to production which consists of direct material cost, direct labor cost, and factory overhead cost plus inventory in the beginning process minus inventory in the final process. Meanwhile, Yusuf 2011 stated that the cost of production is the cost associated with activity and process to convert raw material into finished goods. Benefit of cost of production according to Mulyadi 2007. The benefit of determining the cost of production in general are as follows: determining the selling price of the product, monitoring the realization of the production cost, calculating periodic profit and loss, and last, determining the cost of inventory finished product and product in process presented in the balance sheet. Production cost element based on the understanding of production cost. The element of production cost consists of raw material cost, labor cost, and factory overhead cost. Mulyadi 2009-19. Cost classification method. The calculation of the cost of production according to Supriyono 2015 can determined by two methods, namely the process costing method and the order costing method. Broadly speaking, companies that carry out production the order use the method of calculating the cost of goods order, while companies that produce continuity use the calculation of the cost of the process. Definition of cost of production report. According to Dal Journal 2009, the cost of production report is a report on the activities of a production department for a period. And the last we talk about research method. Data classification. Based on the type, qualitative data, overview of GVABC, which include the history of its established vision and mission, organization structure, product and manufacturing process, and qualitative data, data related to cost used as the basis for calculating the cost of goods manufactured. Based on the source, primary data. This primary data was obtained directly from the owners and employed in the accounting field at GVABC through direct observation or interview. Method of collecting data. Interview method. This method is carried out directly with the owner of GVABC to obtain information about the history of the company on the calculation of the cost of production on GVABC. Documentary method. This method is carried out by calculating data on the use of raw materials, the use of auxiliary materials, detail of the use of cost, to calculate factory overhead cost, and a list of the cost company fixed asset. Observation method. The observation method is carried out by observing production activities from selection of raw materials to finish. Observation will carry out for 3 months from May to April 2022. Writing method. Description. This method explains the company history, vision and mission, organization structure, dates of each section, and the production process that take place at GVABC. Exposition. This method is used to explain the comparison of the calculation of the cost of production with the method of process cost of goods on GVABC. This is the end of my presentation. Thank you for your attention, and I'm sorry if there are any possible mistakes. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.